Hello, all my subscribers. I have a project here. It's a bread toaster that trips the power when you plug it in while it's working. So I'm just going to check. Maybe there's something wrong. Normally people stick bread in here or too thick and it's stuck, and then they take utensil or a bread knife and try to dig it out, and then they damage the wires, the elements. Maybe it's something, but I can't see anything from here. Anything that is wrong. Maybe it could be like a piece of bread lying and touch the earth, maybe in the casing between the element. But the best thing to open it, I think the first thing I need to do is we have to check the continuity. Put your multimeter on ohm scale, and then you put between your ground, and then you can first check. Then you see I can't see anything there is wrong. I can't see so lekker here. There's nothing, and then you have to press it down. Let's press it down and then measure. So there's absolutely nothing. So obviously there's another issue inside here. So the best is to open it. You just take all the screws out. Just open it quickly. Okay, this one side will come off here. You can see the sides is just coming off. Let's see what's going on here. Always a trouble with this stuff. You don't know how this stuff comes together. Always a hassle to get them all off. This one is nice. It comes off now. And then you can first check here. You just see what's going on here. Here's the wires. Here's this thing that goes down, and there's the connection between one point and the element and the other side. But this looks nice and clear. I can't touch anything. Righto, let's test the other side, but there's a problem here. For these issues, we always have to, with this volume of the, have to dig them out normally. It's easy to get it out. Same as with this thing. There, that one comes out. There's it. Right now, let's look inside what's going on here. If you open here, you'll see, let's quickly describe here how this thing works. There's a PCB with a timer circuit, and there's a electromagnet. Now this volume of the amount of it you want with a dark toast or a light toast is just the time you set, and then when you press it down, it activates the timer, and then it counts for like a minute, and then it stops, and then this magnet here releases. This magnet here contact with that magnet, electromagnet, hold it there till the time is finished, and then it jumps back. This is how a toaster works. Okay, but there's the contacts that get pressed by this plastic part here. But now you have to go look and see, where do you see, what is the reason for tripping. So something is not right, so you have to go check. Maybe in the bottom of this PCB, you have to take the PCB out, but I can't see anything here. See, this looks fine here. So there's nothing. We have to check where this thing might short out or something, the reason for it. But here's also the isolator pipes, and for it's not supposed to, it looks fine all. Does leak if it's short out. There's no piece of bread or something there. I think we have to go and take, can be maybe there. This, because here's the earth wire that causes the feedback. That's why it trips the earth leakage. So I just have to go open this thing, see if I don't see anything wrong there. And just open there. There's a knob. If you press it and then it releases. So here's some sort of timing circuit causing the capacitor to charge, switch on a transistor, and then switch off the element. So so I just have to go look under magnifying glass if I don't see anything in this, but I don't see anything here. How the circuit works is what they do, they use a capacitor and a resistor just to take it from 220 volt to maybe 40 volt or a little lower voltage, and then they work with that. So it's not a transformer or something in here. And okay, I put this thing back, this side back together. I honestly, I can't see anything wrong. Just interesting, the stuff inside here where they put the elements around, this is mica. This is a type of stuff that they get in the mine that can handle high heat, and is isolation for the wires. So I'm just going to put this other side also back, so I say can't see anything short out. I just have to open here in the bottom here. Just have to, there's absolutely nothing wrong here. Let's put that back. Okay, now we can put this handle back. Okay, now I'm going to measure again. Continuity between the, you can see between the live and neutral, it's a very high. This is just the finger. Like if you can see something, there's like 1 meg is just through my body. If you press it, so there's at 40 ohms. This is for the element. Now let's put between the ground. There's the same. Don't see anything between the ground and the. So I can't see anything that causes this thing to trip. I think I'm going to plug it in. Maybe it's just a piece of bread that was stuck inside there that was wet or something. And let's plug it in. Okay, here outside in the box, outside the house, I put a plug in for me where I also plug in my welder. This is not connected to the earth leakage, so they just plug this thing in here and I switch it on, and then I'm gonna go and plug it in here. See, there's it, it's in, stays in the timer, and then you can come the smoke out there. You can stop it and then it jumps back. Let's just check if it's working. Don't see any issues with it. I just want to let the element, don't feel there's no shock now. I'm just going to check with the element that when they heat up, it doesn't make a bulge inside and then short out on the side of the frame. You can see downstairs there is the element. They might, yeah, I can see, yeah, nee? Look how close it gets to the frame. This is maybe what causes thing. I can see, yeah, this is what's happening. This is what's happening. This thing, when it heats up, it expands and then it bends and then it shorts out against the side with the element. This is exactly what's happening here. So we must go and make sure where this thing is mounted inside, just maybe make sure it's not, you can maybe expand. There's just place for expansion. This is what's happening here. Let's go check again. Okay, the short and the long of it, I think it's maybe the design. Design is bad. What should have happened here, if you have a long area like this, when it heats up, you need to have a slots in here that the thing can move. What happened now, this thing bulged now of the heat, and then the element shorts out against this plates. But I think the only thing you can do maybe is take these things, bend them, make them a little bit bulky, but then your bread is maybe not going to fit in here. You're just going to bend those things a little bit backwards. But I think it's the sunbeam is maybe the bad design. Just don't buy a sunbeam toaster, because they overlooked that issue with so they're all riveted here. You can't actually do anything about it. Then, as I said, you have to go and look. You can see the elements there. It's already starting to making like a, maybe the tension was not good enough. But I think what I can do is maybe just bend this little wires inside and then check if it still won't short out. But I check this whole thing makes a whole bend. Okay, this is I think this is the end of it, the video. Now you know if your toaster trips the power, it's most probably just the elements that's touching the side of the casing, and then it shorts out and trips the trip switch. Okay, I hope you enjoyed this video. Till next time, cheers.